Hello everyone, welcome to Success Education. Today we'll be doing the workbook solution for social science for standard 8, chapter number 17, the Judiciary. Before that, if you have not subscribed my channel till now, please do subscribe it for more videos. So we'll be starting with the MCQs. First one, which court operates below the Supreme Court? It's option number C, High Court. Second, who appoints the judge of the district court? It's option number A, Governor. Third, where is the High Court of Gujarat located? It's option number B, in Ahmedabad. Fourth, who appoints the Chief Justice of the High Court? It's option number A, President. Fifth, in which language is the High Court officially conducted? It's option number D, in English. Sixth, who appoints the judges of the Supreme Court? It's option number B, the President. Seventh, who has the ultimate power to protect the fundamental rights of the citizens of India? It's option number C, the Supreme Court. Eighth, generally how many high courts are there in each state? It's option number A, 1. Ninth, when did the Supreme Court of India come into existence? It's option number D, 28 January 1950. 10th, on the basis of what does the appointment of the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court generally take place? It's option number C, his or her seniority. 11th, no appeal can be made in the Supreme Court against the judgment given by which court? It's option number B, military court. 12th, what has contributed a lot in making the judiciary more people oriented? It's option number B, public interest litigation. 13th, what have been organized by the law department in order to reduce the backlog of cases? It's option number C, lok adalats. 14, whose autonomy has the Constitution of India protected? It's option number C, the judiciary. Now we'll continue with question number 2, that is fill in the blanks. First answer is Supreme. Second one is District. Third one is Sessions. Fourth answer is High Courts. Fifth one is 1. Sixth answer is Ahmedabad. Seventh one is Supreme. Eighth one is Delhi. Ninth answer is Impeachment. 10th one is Military. 11th one is FIR, that is First Information Report. And 12th answer is Oral. Now we'll continue with question number 3, that is true or false. For that, first answer is false. Second one is also false. Third one is true. Then fourth, fifth and sixth are false. Seventh one is true. And 8th, 9th and 10th are false. Now we'll continue with question number 4, that is match the following. First answer is option number 5, Taluka Court. Second one is option number 4, Governor. Third answer is option number 2, Sessions Judge. Fourth answer is option number 1, City Civil Court. Now second part, first answer is option number 4, President. Second answer is option number 3, Supreme Court. Third answer is option number 5, Court of Records. And fourth answer is option number 2, the protector and the guardian of the Constitution. Now third part, first answer is option number 5, Delhi. Second answer is option number 4, Supreme Court. Third answer is option number 2, PIL. And fourth answer is option number 1, FIR. Now we'll continue with question number 5. Answer the following questions in 1 or 2 sentences. For that, first question is, for what type of complaints is justice given in our country? In our country, justice is given for 2 types of complaints, that is civil matters and criminal matters. Second one, what are called civil matters? The complaints for the right to a house, land or other property are called civil matters. Third, which matters are included in a criminal case? Matters like theft, loot, murder, combating and are included in a criminal case. Fourth, Which court stands at the top of all the courts of our country? The Supreme Court stands at the top of all the courts of our country. Fifth, which courts are there in every district? There are both a civil court and a criminal court in every district. Sixth, who appoints the district judge of the state? The governor appoints the district judge of the state by consulting with the chief justice of the high court of that state. Seventh, who is known as the district judge? When a judge deals with civil cases, he is known as the district judge. Eighth one, who is known as sessions judge? When a judge deals with a criminal case in a district court, he is called a sessions judge. Ninth, the high courts are the links connecting which courts? The high courts are the links connecting subordinate courts and the Supreme Court. 10th, into how many parts is the jurisdiction of the High Court divided? Which are they? The jurisdiction of the High Court is divided into three parts. First, original jurisdiction, second, disputed jurisdiction, and third one, administrative jurisdiction. 11th, when did the Supreme Court of India come into existence? The Supreme Court of India came into existence on 28 January 1950. 12th, who appoints the judges of the Supreme Court? The President appoints the judges of the Supreme Court. 13th one, on what basis is the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court appointed? The Chief Justice of the Supreme Court is generally appointed on the basis of seniority. 14th, on what basis are the other judges of the Supreme Court generally appointed? The other judges of the Supreme Court are appointed on the basis of the duration of their service. 15th one, against the judgment of which court cannot be appealed in the Supreme Court? Against the judgment of the military court under the martial law cannot be appealed in the Supreme Court. 16th, what does the symbol of the Lady of Justice indicate? The symbol of the Lady of Justice indicates that justice will be done without any favor or a feeling of like or dislike, and if a person is proved culprit, he or she will be punished. 17th, which courts are known as the Court of Records? The High Courts are known as the Court of Records for all states, and the Supreme Court is known as the Court of Records for the whole nation. 18th one, judiciary is necessary. Why? Judiciary is necessary to ensure that no guilty person escapes punishment and is tempted to commit more crimes by violating the law, thinking that there is no fear of law and he or she is free from punishment. 19th, what is the main objective of the Lok Adalat? The main objective of the Lok Adalat is to bring speedy and amicable settlement between the two parties who have registered their complaints in the court. 20th one, what is known as suo motu? Sometimes the court itself files a petition related to the matter of public interest. This is known as suo motu. 21. Which scheme currently operational in our primary schools is also based on a verdict of the court? The scheme of midday meal currently operational in our primary schools is also based on a verdict of the court. Now we'll continue with question number 6. Answer the following questions briefly. First one, what are the main functions of the judiciary? The main functions of the judiciary are as follows. The judiciary acts as the protector guardian of the constitution. The judiciary determines the limit of the authority of the central and state governments. It protects the fundamental rights of citizens. In the Constitution, the judiciary gives justice fearlessly, impartially, neutrally, and honestly, without anyone's pressure or recommendation, free from the influence of the government or the administrative system. It punishes those who violate its judgment and those who show hatred or disgust for the judiciary. The Indian judiciary administers justice in case of both civil and criminal matters. It acts as the court of records of the country. Second one, explain the proceedings of impeachment. The judge of the Supreme Court can be removed from his position by impeachment proceedings on the basis of proven misbehavior, incapacity, and the violation of constitutional limits. A judge of the Supreme Court can be removed from office only on the basis of a resolution passed by a majority of the present and voting members in both the houses of parliament. This is called proceedings of impeachment. During the impeachment proceedings, the concerned judge is given an opportunity to appear in the parliament and make a statement in his defense. Third question, state the benefits of the Lok Adalat. Benefits of the Lok Adalat are: through Lok Adalat, many cases have resulted in speedy and agreeable settlement. Both money and time of the citizens and the court are saved. It saves citizens from the legal complexities. Now we'll continue with question number 7, that is give reasons for the following statements. For that, first one is the High Court acts as a link. The Indian Union government has a consistent, uniform and independent judiciary for the whole country. At the central level, the Supreme Court of the country is at the top. The high courts are in the middle and the district courts and the subordinate courts are at the base. The High Court hears the appeals of the district courts and give their judgments, while the Supreme Court hears the appeals of the High Court and gives its judgments. Thus, the High Court acts as a link between all subordinate courts and the Supreme Court in Indian judiciary. Second one, the Supreme Court is considered as the court of records. Judgments and decisions of the Supreme Court are considered as permanent documents. These judgments and decisions are obligatory to all the citizens and all other courts of the country. Other courts give their own judgments based on them. The Supreme Court may punish the person who violates the judgments and decisions of the Supreme Court for contempt of the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court records its judgments given for each case and publishes them in the Gazette. Therefore, the Supreme Court is considered as the court of records. Now we'll continue with question number 8. Answer the following question in detail. For that, the question is state the powers and functions of the High Court. Powers and functions of the High Court are: the High Court holds hearing for civil, criminal and revenue related cases and administers justice. According to the Article 226 of the Indian Constitution, the High Court has the power to issue orders in relation to the protection of human rights. The High Court hears the appeals filed against the judgment passed by the subordinate courts. It can ask for reports from all the subordinate courts of the state. It can make and modify general rules for all the subordinate courts. Appeal can be filed in the Supreme Court against the order of the High Court. And here we come to the end of chapter number 17, that is the judiciary. I hope you have understood the complete chapter. If you have any doubts, you can write in the comment section. I'll surely try to answer all the questions. Thank you for watching my video and do subscribe my channel for more updates. Thank you.